Stop trying to fix people. This episode might be triggering for you, so before I start with it, I want to mention something from the beginning. I'm gonna talk more about situations which we might face in our daily lives, where we see our friends struggling, our parents who are maybe not living the way we hope they would live their lives, or our siblings, our partner. And even though this is a tricky topic, I want to share my opinion about it, also from my experience after 6 years working as a nurse in psychiatry, from my experience as a friend, as a daughter, as a sister, and as a stranger to other people. So with that, let's dive in and let's unfold the topic. Hey, and welcome back to Unfold with me, your host Larissa. As you read in the title, yes, this is what it's going to be about today. Stop trying to fix other people. Stop trying to fix other people's life. And I know from myself that if we want to fix someone or a situation of someone, it's because out of love. It's because we love them so much. It's because we don't want to see them suffer. But here's the thing, what we actually do. When we try to fix other people, their feelings, their situations, their circumstances, what we tell them subconsciously, if we try to step in, if we try to fix the situation because we believe that they maybe deserve something better, or because we know that they could do it better, we tell them in a hidden way that we don't believe in them, that we don't believe in their skills, that they're able to fix this situation by themselves. And I know this is something you might don't want to hear because you want to help someone out of love. You're not here because you want to discourage someone. You actually want to encourage them because you see the potential in them, because you see that they deserve more or that they could do better. But the thing is, when you step in, and I'm not talking about the stepping in where you're just here with your presence and you tell them that whatever it is, they could come to you. With stepping in, I mean, you kind of cross a boundary where you take away the belief that they are able to manage the situation on their own. And I'm sure that each and every one of you already had these situations in your life, me as well. For example, one of my close friends moved from London back to Switzerland after 1 year. And I saw her struggle. I saw how she was trying to really make something out of Switzerland, even if she felt so heartbroken that she had to leave London. So when she told me about all the things she did, in my mind, I was like, oh, she's really trying. But what I also saw is that by doing too much, it could be overwhelming, that you don't even allow yourself to feel what you have to feel when you leave maybe a country, when you leave a relationship. So one of my first instincts was to maybe tell her to slow down and to not try too much because it could be overwhelming. But here's the thing, this is not my journey. This is not my life. It is her life, and she has to explore in her own pace how she can and will go through this heartbreak from leaving London. Because what would happen if I would start to tell her what she should do? I wouldn't do it because I think, oh, she can't handle it, but I would do it because I want to help her, because I love her so much that I don't want that she suffers. But that's exactly the tricky point. When we don't let people go through suffering, we take away the chance for them to grow. We take away the chance for them to learn new skills. Because what happens when you go through hard times? When you come out of the hard time, how do you feel then? Do you feel weaker or do you feel stronger? Usually we feel stronger because why? Why is that? Because we learn new skills, because we learn to handle difficult situations, and because this gives us the strength and the power and the belief that if we manage to handle this situation, then we will also manage another situation where things don't go the way we want, where life hits us, where we sometimes don't see the light anymore. So with each and every darkness and painful situation, with each and every suffering, we have the chance to gain more skills. Life gives us the chance to go more inward, to listen to our soul, to listen to our emotions. So when life gives us this challenge and I step in because I'm trying to fix the other person's life, then what do? I discourage them. I tell them subconsciously, I don't believe in you. I don't believe that you can handle it. I know it better. I can handle it better than you. Even if I don't want to tell her that. And yes, we do it out of love, but what we actually do is we discourage this person in their own personalities. And now that's the tricky thing. If we want to see our loved ones grow, we have to let them suffer. I say it one more time. If you want to see your loved ones grow, you have to let them suffer. I want to tell you another story which a friend told me. He told me that in Bali there was a place where I think Indian man, or I don't know what the description was, but he was taking away the suffering and the disease of people. Now, you can believe it or not, but I want to go deeper because of the story behind of that. So another friend of him was going to this healer, let's say, with a lung infection. So this man was taking away the infection of this person, and the person was healed, and the man was processing this whole infection. Now, the point of that is that when I was talking to my friend, we both said that by taking away this infection, he also took away the lessons that life might wanted to offer to this person. Now, this might sound insane to you. How does a lung infection wants to teach you something? But how many times did we heard stories where people maybe lost their leg, lost their arm, where people were in a coma and they woke up, and after weeks, months, or years, they said they wouldn't want to change what happened to them? How many times did we heard these stories? And what do these people say why they don't want to change it? Because of the person they have become by going through the pain. And how does the presence of these people is when you see them talking? It's a radiating light. It's a power that comes out of them. And it's just something that is like a magnet, and you want to listen more what they're saying. You want to hear their story. You want to surround yourself by them because they have such a power and strength. And yes, it's so hard. It's hard to see our loved ones suffer. And here's another point. The only reason why we can't see our loved ones suffer is because it hurts ourselves too much. It's because we can't handle when we see that other people are suffering. Because we think, oh, I feel sad then, I feel tension, so let me fix that for you. I know how it works, let me do it for you. But you know what this is? This is egoistic. It's so egoistic because then we put ourselves first, even if our intention is to help our loved ones, we put ourselves first in our own needs because we can't handle the pain we feel when we see our loved ones suffer. And now if we turn this is the lesson of life for you, to go inward, to ask yourself, why can't I handle this situation when I see that my friend, my mom, my brother are struggling? What exactly is it that makes me feel scared, anxious, that makes me feel stressed? What exactly is it and where does it come from? So now you're maybe like, okay, Larissa, but then what should I do? First of all, I'm not going to tell you what you should do because every life is different, and you might have a completely different opinion about that, as I do, and that's totally fine. But what I can tell you from experience as a nurse in psychiatry for over 6 years, and from conversations I had with my loved ones and with strangers, is the best thing you can do by supporting someone while they face suffering is to just be present. Show them that you're here for them. And if they struggle, it's often because they lost hope and they don't believe in themselves anymore. So if someone really, really struggles, be here, be present, offer an open ear. And sometimes people don't feel ready to talk with you about their deepest emotions or their deepest fears. And that's okay. Let them. Let them find their own path. Let them go in their own pace. It's not your life, it's their lives. Let them come to you when they feel ready. And in the meantime, let me go inward and let me reconnect with myself. Let me listen to my own boundaries. When do I have time, or when do I feel ready to listen to this person? What do I need to support myself during this time when I see that my loved person goes through pain? It's a tricky topic, and I don't think that there will ever be the right answer if someone really goes through very difficult times. But what I know is that by giving ourselves and the other person the space, we take away the pressure and we take away this clinging part of us who really wants to fix something. And with that, we allow ourselves and the other person to breathe and to figure out their own way. So I hope this episode helped you. And wherever you are, or whatever you're going through, or your loved ones, you are really, really not alone. And there's so many people who struggle with that, and I also struggle with that sometimes in my life. So it's so normal, and we're humans, and we just love our people. And that's also a beautiful thing, because it shows you that you care. So with that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not miss out any further episodes. Don't forget to rate the podcast. It would help me so much that the podcast can grow. And don't forget to put a comment down below. Also, check out my YouTube account. I'm gonna link it down below. And I'll see you on the next Wednesday. Bye!